Hello.
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 Welcome to the Miles with Moms podcast. We are a podcast for moms who run by moms who run. We let loose a lot. I promise to keep it under control on the YouTube video this week. But today we are talking about recovery. All things recovery, what we do, what has worked, what hasn't worked. You ready to get into this, ladies?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm Trisha, by the way.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Shanna.
And we're missing Olivia I think this is the first podcast she has not been present for.
I know.
Which is impressive.
It's
Like,
very
so
impressive.
I think
And
I've been on
she's
like
on time.
only 50 of them.
Right.
50%.
Oh, me, less than that. Yeah. So we miss you, Olivia.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, Trisha, it's on you to say something inappropriate then.
I'm sure I won't have a problem with that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but Olivia she really brings like the gems, like things.
She does.
She does.
Yeah. Like you don't expect,
Very
and they just kind of come
Unique
out of nowhere.
perspective on things.
Very, yeah. Like going into the brain of Olivia would be a really, really interesting thing to do.
Yeah.
Shanna, I guess you kind of do on runs.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I don't think we ever shut up on runs, honestly. We just keep talking and we're both so loud, and so when we're running down the road at 5:30 in the morning, I'm just like, bless this neighborhood's heart. They probably hate us. But
I bet you guys never finish a conversation. Like there's just a million tangents.
really,
Right.
like even like after runs, I was just joking with her about this the other day. I was like, you notice that we never say goodbye after a run, and it's because our conversations, we know they're going to continue through voice notes and text messages. So
I love that.
It's just funny. Yeah, it's interesting, but we don't like to stand close to each other or touch each other or hug. Like,
Really? Are you guys not huggers?
I am. It just is like, it's so weird. I don't know. Again, I think it's just because I see her and I talk to her all the time that I'm like, why am I hugging you goodbye? I don't know. It's really weird. Whereas like my other friends, like I see them frequently, but not a lot. And it's like, oh, like I don't know when I'll see you again. So bye, But yeah, I don't know why. Like we tried hugging one time and I was like, that was weird. Can't do that ever again. I'm not a fan.
Oh my gosh. That's
I
really
think
funny.
it's so special that you guys have discovered this new friendship as like, not in your later years because you guys are young, but in your motherhood. Yeah, I think like it can be hard to find good mom friends, I think.
It really is.
Definitely.
Like somebody that's like not also taxing on your life, or where you feel like you frequently have to check in on how they're doing and are you guys good? Like I can't do high maintenance friendships. And so for me, it's like, you're low maintenance. I can talk to you like every few weeks. Then it's like, that's my person, So
Yes.
Yeah, I just saw an Instagram post and I sent it to one of my friends. The one who made our branding, our logo and stuff.
Oh, cool.
That was like, I need low maintenance friends where, I go into a dark cave and you don't hear from me for 6 months and I pop out and it's like, what are you doing on Friday? Because that's how she is. Like I have many friends that are like that where you don't hear and then they pop, and there's nobody's mad. Nobody's like, where have you been? It's like, we all know that we're busy and we're dealing with stuff.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you pick up like nothing, no time has passed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
It's special. And then like knowing too that if you need them, they are there for you. You know?
Totally.
Yeah.
That is special. Because I have had friends where I thought they were good friends. And then when I needed them, there was no reciprocation. You know what I mean?
So hard.
Yeah.
That's like the hardest
kind of hard.
as an adult, like to discover that you're the one that is always pouring into a relationship. And then it's like, wait, I've been used this whole time. Like,
yes.
Really, like, it's crazy. It's like, it doesn't ever change, like, emotionally how it's like plays on your heart. Like, I always tell my kids, I'm like, it doesn't change as adults. Like, when you get wronged by a friend as a kid, like, you get that in your adulthood too. And it sucks.
Yeah.
Like,
I
it's
had a conversation with my friend yesterday that I ran with, and we've been friends for 20 years.
That's crazy.
And I was saying, because that kind of happened to me recently, where I definitely like I place a lot of, or have a lot of faith in people, and
Yes,
just
same.
assume that their intentions are really good all the time, and that puts me in a really vulnerable position a lot of times where I'm the one that is like listening to these people like pour their heart and soul out all the time, but there's no reciprocation, just like you said. So it can burn you in the end, where it's like, I'm just being used.
That's
like,
so sad. Yeah.
But yeah. So when you find those friendships like you and Olivia have, like, that's really special.
I can see that, Trisha. I can see you. You seem very giving. I can see you pouring into other people and taking on like a lot of people's stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like you just you have that vibe where people want to tell you stuff.
Yeah.
And I can see,
Thanks. It's a blessing and a curse for sure.
Yeah.
Because I truly love to help people, but I'm trying to be better about it now. Like, if I find that people are like constantly dumping on me and never even asking like how I am, I'm like, my wall kind of goes up. But that's
totally.
I have to be very intentional about it, and I'm not good at it. So
protect your peace. That's what I have to tell myself all the time. Protect your peace. Like,
oh, that's good.
Especially in your season, Trisha, because you are in such a stressful, you have to protect your peace. Or mentally, emotionally, it's just like, I can't do it anymore.
Right. Or it's like I can do it for a while, and then I just hit this wall of like, I can't do it. Like, I just shut down.
Yeah.
That's like a big thing for Jake and me. If we talk to people and they don't ask any questions or show any interest,
that's crazy.
We're like, but then I've noticed that some people just don't know to ask questions. So depending, like if it's a new relationship or something, I'll just start talking about whatever. But if there's no reciprocation of like, oh yeah, that happened to me too, and then I'm like, you're not really like we're not going to be. So you know, people have no idea I'm putting them through these tests.
Psychologically.
So like when I first moved here, I was in something called the Junior League. Do you guys know what that is?
No.
It's like a sorority, but for women.
Oh.
I know. It's so, because I moved to Tennessee and I didn't know a single soul in Knoxville. And so I thought, this is how I'll make friends. This is how I'll get news stories. Because when you're in TV news, like you're supposed to have your ear to the ground and know what's going on and get leads on stories. I did meet Jake at a gala, and so that worked out. However, all the functions, I would test them and like drop F-bombs and stuff and see how it was received. And then that's when I realized, I was like, this isn't for me. This is all very sophisticated, prim and proper Southern ladies who at the time, like I was working, didn't have kids, and they were stay-at-home moms. And it's like, well, this is not a good match, but did find a husband.
It's so funny you say that though. It's like, if somebody drops an F-bomb around me, I'm like, oh, you're my person. Like,
me too.
Or one little word has so much power.
Even like the word dude. I don't know why. Like the other day we were at the pool and our friend invited another mom and she came and I was like, she's skinny, long, lean. I was like, you look like an endurance runner. Like you look like the epitome of a marathoner. She's like, nope, I don't run. I was like, not yet. But then she literally was like, dude, the other day. And I was like, I love you. I was like, I want to hang out with you again. I don't know what it is. It's just like when people let their guard down and they're just like, I'm okay with being who I am. It's like, it's instantly felt. I don't know.
Yes.
But that's so hard, agree. Whitney. Like that, there's kind of some of that in Utah. And I think that's why I'm very selective with who I connect with, because there is a lot of like keeping up with the Joneses here type mentality. And it's like, it's I don't know. It's hard for sure.
I think it's funny how it's kind of the same everywhere, right? I noticed that in the South, I guess.
The South probably.
Like the prim and proper.
Everybody looks put together. I know it's like that in Utah. I know it's like that in Virginia too.
Yeah.
Because you're still in the South. I mean, Charlottesville. When I lived in Charlottesville, I mean, it was
it like
seersucker and Lily Pulitzer galore.
Yes. And I'm like, you couldn't pay me to go into a Lily Pulitzer. I mean, can you imagine? Nothing against it.
Like, now.
No, that's not me.
No.
Look at me. I'm wearing my little Lacoste tennis shirt.
I was gonna say I like
Is
it.
that
It's
like a
so
skirt?
cute.
Is it like a tennis skirt?
It's a whole dress. Yeah, I like the tennis. I have some Lily tennis dresses because they have the shorts with the side pockets underneath.
Yes, yeah.
My phone. It's
That's
4
cute.
tennis balls, but I can put. I said balls, but I can put my phone in the side pocket.
Put your balls in your pocket. I would
Put
get
my
it just
balls
for
in
that.
my pocket. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can pull it off, like, because you
It
have
looks
like
really
this,
good.
like, yeah.
Thanks, guys.
You're sweeter looking than me.
Sweeter looking. What?
So
What
even
does that mean?
until I
I
open
don't
my
know.
mouth.
Sweeter looking.
Yes, but no, because Whitney is like, I don't know, because you're just so like beautiful and put together.
You're very sweet. You're such a liar.
Do I,
But I'll
do I
take
look
it.
like I have RBF?
No, you don't.
I actually got that a lot. Like when me and
Really?
Alec were first married, and like, yeah, his mom used to say I had it all the time.
Oh no.
I love her. She's like the best mother-in-law ever.
Oh,
but
that's good.
Oh,
I was
great.
like, I have RBF, but I do. Like, I think when I'm not like talking to anybody or I'm just like chilling, I'm just like,
You definitely don't. I've never seen
well,
that.
I
You're
feel like
always
it's rare that you're not
smiling.
smiling. Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
you're always smiling.
it's because you guys are my people. That's why.
Oh, see, there
90% of the other people are my people, so I'm just like,
we want all the listeners to know that they are our people too.
yes,
Yes,
Yes.
yes, you are. If you've made it this far, you
Exactly.
test.
if you're listening, you're our people. So
Yeah, definitely.
Because I was thinking about that before we hit record, and I'm going to have to hop off early, and I didn't know who was rolling on, and I'm like, I wish our audio was better and we were, have the ability to be more professional, whatever. But then I'm like, no, this is who we are. Like, we are 4 busy moms with crazy lives in different time zones, and we don't have the money to pay hundreds of dollars for it to be edited every episode. So, what you see is what you get. And thank you for accepting us this way.
Yeah.
Yes.
F-bombs galore.
Right.
Right?
Whitney, you sound like you're trying to ask for permission.
I
You're
am.
like, right? Is this okay?
Hey, guys.
Okay.
But we did get a compliment by another big podcaster who she said, I literally have been trying to create the same environment and you guys did it.
No way.
You remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I'm not going to say the
Yes.
name just because
Yeah,
this is
I
our
do remember.
podcast, but
Yeah.
but I do feel like
That was a very nice compliment.
Like, yeah, and I think people really do hunger for this, and I think, and they come here because we are who we are. We have kids. We have we're not put together, and people are tired. I'm tired of seeing that. Okay, I'm tired of going up on social media with the "Get Ready with Me" videos. I'm like, how the f do you guys do that? Like, I get out of bed in like 5 minutes to the dot of when I need to be out the door, and you get what you get when you see me out on the road. Like,
Right.
I don't know. So it just is like, it's really refreshing to see.
That's
the
true.
imperfections. Like,
I love that. Yeah, I saw a reel this morning where it was just kind of like, at first she looked beautiful and put together, and then she was showing her messy pantry and her unmade bed and no makeup and unmatching outfit. And I'm like, more of this, because it really does make you feel inferior in all things. And I mean, I should not be worried about how my pantry looks.
yeah,
You look
nobody
perfect.
sees it but you guys.
Right, exactly.
Well,
Sorry.
I guess 100 of your neighborhood kids too.
Oh my gosh, is that not true?
Yeah.
It's so true. Last story before we actually talk about this. On Friday, like recovery, because that's why we're here. But thanks for making it this far, guys. On Friday night, Jake went out, which he very rarely does. And the house is full of neighborhood kids. And now we have 2 puppies. And there's 4 in the living room, like stuffed animals and down pillows getting ripped up. And it's just crazy. And I was planning on getting to bed before 10 o'clock because I was waking up at 5. I had my long run. I'm trying to level up, like actually pay attention to the little things so I can perform. And I was just I'm like, I'm going to try to teach my kids how to set boundaries, and they want to have sleepovers. And then finally at 10:30, I was just like, get out, everybody get out, clean up the effing fort and get out of my house. Like, I am waking up and
let them stay that long.
Yeah.
That's how we roll, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just how it, and it's, because always in my mind, I'm like, this is their one and only childhood. But then also I'm like, I'm running 20 miles in a few hours. So I would really like you guys to leave.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't know how, anyways. Yeah. It's just, it's the balance of motherhood, right?
Yep.
And recovery. So there you go. Teed it up.
Right. Yeah. Recovery. Man. I feel like it's one of those things that, for me anyway, it's not something that you just learn like right away, right? You learn through making lots of mistakes.
Yes.
And so like I am 42 years old and I feel like I just figured it out. And I started running in like 8th grade. Where before it was like I just didn't know. You don't know what you don't know. But now there's so much, like you're inundated with so much information on like you need to get in a certain ratio of protein to carbs, like exactly this time after you work out. And then as being busy moms, like sometimes you just don't have that option,
Yeah.
So in the end, like just do what works for you. But I feel like now, most importantly, I feel like recovery begins before you even run, right? And that starts with eating and nourishing your body all day long and then into before your runs. And that's something that I know I used to really flop on. It would be like, fasted running, not taking in any fuel during a run, and then like not eating enough or enough of the right things, right? Like not even right away, but like not even thinking about it, and then feeling like absolute trash the rest of the day. And then it impacting the following day or two.
Yeah.
So I feel like it, coming from someone that has had an eating disorder, it definitely was really hard for me to be like, okay, I need to eat before my runs. I need to eat during, and I need to be doing a better job all throughout the day. So, yeah, I don't even know. I feel like I'm going on a tangent right now.
No, I think okay. No, totally. Because I definitely wanted to talk about fueling. And I think when you actually buy into fueling and having it be, like you said, a lifestyle, like it's not just you're fueling around your runs, like you are looking to be eating, nourishing your body all the time, as you should. When you buy into it and you actually practice it, you will be amazed by how much better you feel during the run and how much quicker you recover. Because
100%.
I still am not the most intentional eater or fueler. I don't like to go very long without eating, like I'm eating all the time. But like, because I've had an eating disorder, I do not count anything. Because to me, first of all, I'm lazy now, but second of all, like it's kind of a slippery slope. I don't want to be paying too much attention to what I'm eating. I just want to eat what feels good, what feels right. But now that I do pay attention to making sure I'm taking gels if a run is longer than 70 minutes, like making sure that even though I'm waking up super early to run, I'm still eating at least a waffle, like that kind of stuff. It makes such a difference. And if you don't believe me, and if you run fasted or you don't fuel or you don't eat, within 30 or 45 minutes after your run, like try it. I sound like I'm like an infomercial, but try it and I guarantee you will notice the difference.
Right. You're so right though, because and then once you do it, it's like, oh wow, like I really do feel better. Because I don't know about you, like when I for years I was running fasted, working out fasted, and it worked until it didn't. Like I didn't feel bad. I really didn't. But later in the day, like I definitely would have that like 2-3 p.m. crash where I don't have that anymore. So it's like you don't realize it until you start being better about it.
Right. Because I would have that too, and I thought it was normal. And then when I started eating,
because everybody talks about it,
I think what I've realized is too, as you mentioned, everybody's being inundated with what they're supposed to do for recovery and all these fancy tools. And because I had my blog, I would be sent stuff all the time. And to me, it's very akin to like all the fad diets out there where it's really just, as far as recovery goes, it's really just the basics. It's like and being, I turned 44 on Tuesday. Like, you can get away with stuff like that when you're younger, and to a point, like you said, like you feel fine until you don't. But now, like in your 40s, I feel like you can't as much. And so it's really become very prevalent to me that, or obvious, I should say, that it's when you are just looking at the basics of making sure you're nourishing your body, you're getting enough sleep, and your training is structured as it should be, like that makes all the difference. And for me, mobility is really important too.
Yeah, same.
So like when I am getting the sleep that my body needs as much as I can, which is difficult most nights, but on my rest days on Sunday, so Saturday night, I will make sure that like I will take something to help me sleep so I can get a good solid sleep in. And then, oh my gosh, sorry, do you hear the music?
I
The
don't.
dog just opened the door, and little Tekka Cal's listening to his pump up soccer music. But anyways, making sure that like I get that good sleep to like in taking my rest day, and making sure that my training is so that it's balancing the rest and the stress and all that stuff. And I do my mobility before my run, and I do my mobility before I climb into bed each night. All of that makes the biggest difference. Yeah. Like it really, I feel so much better than I did in my 30s when I was running, because I'm actually doing this stuff,
Yeah.
Is Eleanor? Oh, you see.
She's a perfect example. Look at her. She's feeling right now.
She is. What are you?
It's a rice
Is it
cake.
a s'more?
Ooh, yeah.
I'm so glad you're eating that.
Those are my favorite.
I'm good. We just got that. We're trying to work on better snacks. That's approved.
I think too, like for those that are listening, if you're like me, where you get very overwhelmed with like the idea of like, I have another thing I have to focus on, which I feel that right now. We have school right around the corner. I just did the 5 teacher conferences and 5 take them back to school shopping and all that shit. But anyways, I just like, I want people to understand that like, the little things that you do are adding up. So say you're going fasted for runs. Half a piece of bread will make a difference more than no piece of bread. 1 sheet of graham crackers, that will make a difference more than nothing. So take the all or nothing mentality and toss it out the window. If you take like a little thing of fruit snacks, super easy, throw it in your mouth, go run out the door or go drive where you need to drive. Like that's something like when you get out of the habit of things, I know it can be so hard to get back into it. And that's kind of where I'll admit, that's kind of where I've been with like my shorter runs that aren't like 90 minutes or above. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm good. Like I can go get this done in an hour. I can get 8 miles done in 65 minutes or whatever. Right. So I'm like, I don't need anything, but it's like, it's laziness and not priority. And so I realize it's like, it's so simple. It starts with small habits. So if anybody's feeling overwhelmed with the idea of like fueling for recovery help, because it does make a difference. I absolutely like echo what you guys say. Like I notice when I fuel after my long run, not only do I have the energy to be a parent and do the 50 billion things we have to do the rest of the day, but you feel better. You recover the next day. Your body isn't as sore because you got your protein in, you got your carbs back in, restored those glycogen storages or whatever they call it. But yeah, I just think small habits make a big difference, and you don't need to go like, I'm going to have a whole bagel. You can start small, build it up. And then once you get the habit down, you can add a little bit more, increase it, so.
Oh, that's so true. I love that. Yeah, like just starting small, because that all or nothing mentality, it really, it makes you like feel like a failure before you even get started. Yes. And habit stacking too helps. Like, so if you are trying to do, say you're not very good at doing a dynamic warm up or eating, and this is what I do, like while I'm doing my warm up, I'm eating a frozen waffle,
That is a mom. That is like epitome of a mom right there. Like,
yeah, I love when you put those videos up.
Just visualizing that.
And that's true. Like I even do that with patients of mine that are like, listen, I have kids. I have this amount of time in the morning to get up before my runs. Like I can't be doing like a 30-minute dynamic warm up and like letting my big meal digest. Like, and I totally get that. Like even myself, I'm throwing back like dry cereal half the time.
Yes.
Like just because it's like quick and easy, but it doesn't have to be like 25 different exercises that you do for mobility or for dynamic workouts. Like find your trouble spots.
Yeah.
Like if it's your calves or your knees, like work on your limitations. So pick 2 exercises to do for a dynamic warm up. And then but you don't have to do your mobility right after your runs. Like throw it in at some point during the day.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
What I've been habit stacking
only so much time.
Yeah.
Is I'm trying to because my mobility is related to my low back and my like femoral nerve. Like that's what I do because that's my problem area. So now in the evening before I climb into bed with Cal back there, I put on that crazy mask, that red light therapy mask that makes me look like a psycho, and do my mobility for 5 minutes.
I love that so much.
My sister got it for me, and I haven't been wearing it, and I don't know. I just feel like
do anything.
I don't know. It does anything.
Do you feel like it does something? Like, because your skin looks beautiful all the time.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
Talk to Eleanor about my skin, but
I didn't say anything.
She's like, don't throw me under the bus.
She's like, Mom, we need to get you some pore refining toner from Sephora.
I didn't say that.
I'm not in my 40s yet, and you both have better skin than I do. So I don't know.
No
I don't
way.
agree. I don't agree.
Right.
I have. You can't feel anything.
Yeah.
But supposedly, like over time, it helps boost collagen and helps you. But I didn't know what it was, and then I went on
lived 40 years without it.
I went on a girls' trip with my high school friends last year, and they all were wearing it. And I was like, "What the hell? Like, are you guys going to murder me? What is this? Like the purge? What is happening?" So I'll let you know, Trisha, if it helps.
Okay, yeah. Let me know.
I just say that. Sorry, Shayna, I didn't say I'll let you know because you're
burning your face or
no, you don't feel anything. You just can't really see anything. So I'll tell my family. I'll be like, I feel like I'm Helen Keller because I can't see. I can't hear very well.
I mean, there's a lot of study on red light therapy, which is what it is, right? Yeah.
Oh, that's
I mean, when I go to when I've seen my chiropractor, they would put this little light on me. I was like, why am I sitting here for 15 minutes?
Right, I'm paying.
And it's red light therapy, and they're like, no, we swear, like it works. And I was like, is it a placebo? Did it actually work?
Right.
I don't even know.
Yeah. Did you take before pictures? Now that we've gotten to skin recovery here.
I know. I'm sorry. We totally. This is my recovery hack for all runners: is worry about this elasticity of your face. No, I haven't. I should. I just started doing this a couple weeks ago. So
right.
I will say there's one tool because I've used a whole bunch of recovery tools, as I'm sure you guys have, like massage guns and the compression boots and scrapers and everything. It's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. And there was one thing that I do use after a long run that I think does help. It's called the Firefly Recovery Strap. Have you guys heard of this?
Oh, I have heard of that. No.
Yeah. And so it's like a sticker, and you put it underneath your knee where I always forget, Trisha, you can correct me, that it's not the pudendal nerve. That's the one that goes up your special area, right? Okay. Yeah. It's a perennial nerve. It's the one that's below. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It's the one that's below.
Like on your shin, below your knee.
Correct.
Outside,
yes.
Yeah.
So it's
not in your pelvic region.
Okay.
Ooh, just kidding.
Wow, this would not feel good. So anyways, it sends electric pulses, and it supposedly increases your blood flow by 400% to help with recovery. We're talking about your leg and not in your special area. To be clear.
Wow.
So I will put, if I can remember, I will put them on after a long run, and you can just walk around. Like it's just a sticker that you put on your leg for an hour or legs. And that does seem to help make my legs feel better the next day.
Now, is it like EMS?
Right.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's an electronic stimulation. Yeah, it pulses like your foot kicks like this.
Okay, Burp totally just has something. It's called the Halo, and it's like small, compact sticker goes on, and then you just turn it on. Very, very similar. I would say I used it a few times, and it actually does alleviate But I do think like if you are doing like the mobility and stuff, everything else, like you may not even need to go to that point, right? Like,
Right.
but I do think that there's some like really good recovery tools, like those EMS stuff. I think have helped me. I also got cupping done for the first time when I did that back thing. Trisha, I was like, should I do this before I strength train?
Yes.
I don't know what I did. I like popped my back rib or something out of
Oof.
place,
Oh.
out of whack. I could not breathe. I literally fell on all four, and I was like,
no.
don't breathe because it hurts so bad.
Oh,
And I
yeah,
was
that
in
hurts.
so much pain. I couldn't move. I couldn't like. I felt like an old lady. And I went to the PT, and he ended up popping it back into place, and I instantly was like, I can breathe. I can take a
Oh my
deep breath.
gosh.
But anyways, he did the cupping on me, and it like helped so much. I don't know if you recommend it a lot to your patients, Trisha, with the cupping, but I don't know.
Yeah, some people really, really love it. I do dry needling. I'm certified in dry needling.
Too,
And
yes.
yeah, and so that I needle a lot of people.
Yeah, needling is so great.
It can be so helpful.
Yeah.
And it's fun. Yeah.
It's
Because
fun.
it's like instant relief.
It's
a lot of
satisfying.
times,
Yeah.
Now, are you the
Yeah.
painful kind where you like piston it and it
Yes.
makes your muscle like Charlie horse kind of? Oh,
Yeah. So piston. Yeah. Because then when you hit those trigger points, the muscle, it's called a local twitch response. So the muscle contracts and then relaxes. But yeah, that's how I do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And as far as like other tools, the Theragun, I feel like I am a big supporter of. That's a good way to, but I feel like with all these things, like all like the trigger point therapy, like trigger point balls and tools, people can go do too much. Like I'm literally sitting here with the trigger point ball on my hamstring.
Gosh.
I just realized as we're talking, but because it like when you have something that feels so tight, like people just want to like get after it and get in there, and there is a fine line because when you have a muscle that's already pissed off and angry, and you're adding more stress to it, sometimes that can make it worse. So with any of these things, it's like you want to go easy, like be nice to the muscle.
Do you kind of recommend like a grace period? Say your high hamstring is tight, and I know people always want to stretch it, and I'm like, no, don't stretch it. Like just let it be. Maybe gentle foam roll. Before people start trying to treat it at home, do you recommend waiting? Because Trisha is a doctor of physical therapy. Do you recommend waiting like 24 to 48 hours to let it calm before you do anything to it?
Like after initial injury?
Yeah. When it first starts feeling like it's strained or something.
Yeah. I always say, like let it rest, do any kind of motion that isn't painful just to like get blood flowing, but you don't want to like strain your high hamstring, for example, and then start like going to town with a Theragun and all these tools because it needs that like time to calm down. But yeah, and that's one of those things. It's like you don't want to be overstretching something like that because it hurts and you're just making it angry. So there is a lot to be said about just like kind of easing off and being gentle. And you don't necessarily need to be spending hundreds of dollars on all of these tools to make that happen.
That's something that I realized too back when I was training outside of my means, which I use that saying wrong, but you guys know what I mean. Like, I was forcing things. I was, I was running 7 days a week and doing doubles and like, I remember my shakeout run after long runs would just feel so hard. And I was just like, it's going to get easier. It's going to get easier, And so then I was throwing the book at my body. Like, oh, I'm going to do the compression boots and I'm going to foam roll it. And it just became apparent to me now that I am training within myself and within my means, again, use that wrong. That like, if you find yourself doing that, like trying to get the edge on your recovery, like, ooh, I need to take all these fancy supplements and stuff. You're probably like on the verge of overtraining and you are doing too much. Like that's a
great point. That is such a great point.
Yeah. I think going back to what you said earlier, it's like, it's not really rocket science. It's just the basics sometimes. Like keep it simple before you start experimenting with all these crazy recovery drinks and tools. And I mean, there's so much out there.
Yeah, it's bad. It's like, I think I started with the metaphor and then I got off that it's you. If you're looking for the fad diet, you really just need to get back to the like the basic food groups, and you know what I mean. That's where I was going. Like, just getting your whole grains and your fruits and vegetables and stuff. Like, no need to cut everything out in one food group or whatever. You know,
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good metaphor.
I think people like they're so focused on doing the big hard workouts or the big hard whatever in their week of routine that they forget that the recovery is literally where the adaptation begins, right? Like the recovery process is where your muscles start like restoring itself and coming back from the good damage that you did hopefully on them the day before on the workout, right? And then the next day is like where it's like all coming back together and you're giving your body the opportunity to adapt from that workout. So it's like recovery that's why we're talking about it, because it's so important. If you want to grow, if you want to progress and whatever you're focusing on goal wise, you need recovery is the epitome of your training. Like that's why a lot of people, the 80-20, right? They whatever, 70-30, whatever you are, where you do 70% easy and then 30% is your workout, or 80% easy. The bulk of your stuff that you do in the week are on that recovery side because your body needs it to adapt. And so I think like too, like in training, like I've had times like just last week actually, so not this past weekend, but the weekend before when I was in California, I ended up dropping my long run. I had like a long run workout that was super exciting and I was so bummed he didn't give it to me again. But I ended up dropping it because there was just so many stress factors going on when we got into California, our car breaking down, my mom going to the hospital, all that stuff, right? And I just was like, what am I doing? Like, I'm going to try to squeeze this in on Sunday and then roll my whole last week off of having fatigue legs from my long run workout just to fit it in. Like, why? My body is screaming at me to just take the day off, right? And I ended up taking it off and I felt so much better on Monday. Like I came back just excited to be back in my training routine. And I think just like reminding people that like, if you are feeling very fatigued, if your body is feeling very fatigued, if you want to get technical, your HRV is high, your resting heart rate's high, all that crap, you really can check in with yourself. How do I feel today? Do I feel absolutely wiped? Then move your workout the next day. Like move it to the next day. Like it is okay. Recovery, like if you need 2 to 3 days of recovery in between workouts, like it's okay. Everybody is so different. Your body adapts differently to different stress factors. And like, I've had to do that so many times. I've moved my workouts around so many times based upon just being a mom of kids and feeling so stressed or not getting enough sleep. And I would move it. I'd move it and I'd have 2 or 3 days worth of easy days in between before I did another workout. I don't know.
I love that. That shows such maturity.
Right. That's what I was just thinking.
Sometimes.
Right.
I'm mature. Sometimes.
No, because if you're afraid, if you're comparing yourself to other people or what you think your training should look like and you're ignoring your body, you're doing that out of fear of something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Instead, and it's become self-defeating. I have learned that.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah. And that is something that comes with, I think, just experience and making the wrong choices
making the wrong
times.
choices.
Like,
yeah.
So that's good.
Well, like Trisha, as a PT, like what are some of your like, if you had to put like 3 or 4 bullet points of like recovery necessity, or that you would tell your client or your athletes, clients, whatever, I don't know what you call it, patients,
yeah,
when they come into your office, like these are maybe runners, we'll focus on runner specific, they're coming in, what are like 3 or 4 things that come to your mind that you're immediately like, these are important things to implement for recovery?
Fueling is number one, that like 100%. I think because everyone gets so hyped up on like specific exercises and things, which are certainly important, but I think fueling is very much overlooked. And I'm talking again back to the whole picture, before, during, after, like it all matters, and makes such a big impact on recovery. Because when you're under fueling, that can lead to a host of different things of, you know, as women losing our cycles, you know, decreased bone density. You're more at risk for soft tissue injury and all these things if you're not fueling your body and supporting it to take on the load that you're imposing. So that would be my number one. And then secondly is, taking it from a preventative measure where you're working on the strength work that you 100% need as a runner. You can't just be running all the miles all the time without a strong body. So a strong body is going to be better off, and your recovery will be better if you can handle. Bye, Whitney.
Bye.
Whitney's got soccer.
Yeah.
And then, mobility, 100%. And I think that's something that even I am very guilty of. Like, I'll get in really good habits of it, and then I'm like, oh shit, like I need to be better. And then like remembering that you don't have to go with that all or nothing approach. Like, just do a little bit here and there throughout the day. Like one stretch here, one stretch there. Just, it doesn't have to be quote unquote perfect. So those would be for sure my biggest. Like, I wouldn't jump right to like, hey, you need to go out and spend like several $100s on Normatec compression boots. Like, if you have the funds to do it, great. But go to the basics, the nutrition, the strength training, the mobility, sleep, rest. Like, I feel like such a hypocrite saying the sleep part because
I know, I do too. That's why I never mention it. And it's not that I'm not a believer in it. It's just the fact that I'm not in a season to do that. So it's like, I mean, I do the best I can, but
Yeah. But and like you said,
it does make a difference though.
Right. Yeah. And then just like having the maturity and respect for your body to move things around as you need to, like you said. Like, and it doesn't even have to be like if you're physically tired, if you're mentally drained from all the stress that you have going on in your life, like that plays a big impact on your body. So you might need that extra day or two before you go hard again.
Do you have like sorry, I was trying really hard not to make that sexual. I was like,
hard again.
We're like both so immature. We're the last ones on this episode.
Whitney, come back.
I know, Whitney, come back. But I was just thinking about this. Do you ever have like a day in your week where you like don't have to go run and do a million things, where that is like your day where you catch up on sleep? Like, do you like where you sleep in maybe like an extra hour or extra 40 minutes or something?
Yeah, today.
That's how my Sundays are. I get like 7 to 8 hours of sleep on a Sunday because I can wake up later because I don't have to go run. It's my day off. Yeah.
For me, it's probably an every other week thing, and that just falls in line with my schedule. Like this weekend, my kids are with their dad, and so I make a point to really pour into my cup on those weekends because. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm a full-time single working mom, and it's like the sleep and trying to do all the things is not easy. So, but on these weekends, every other weekend, I make sure that I am sleeping more. So, I'm usually up between 3:45, 4 a.m. and I slept until like 6:15 today. Like,
that's so awesome.
Yeah, went for a trail run until like 8, and I felt amazing.
Your body was like, yes,
right. And then same thing yesterday. I slept. I got up a little bit earlier, but I still got like over 8 hours of sleep. So I feel like I go every other week, and then I'll have those days where I just crash.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I think I've gotten to a point because like I'm very active, I guess, to say the least, but I very much listen to my body. Like, I know myself well enough to be like, can I go crazy with something today, or do I need to scale it back? Like, there was a couple weeks after Tahoe when I paced a friend in his 200 miler.
Yeah.
Like that first week I was so revved up and I was like gung ho. And then I was like really mentally and physically burnt. So I was just like, I'm just going to move my body in a way that feels good. And I didn't put a timestamp on it. It was like every day I would maybe I'll just walk. Maybe I'll just do some mobility, some push-ups. Like, and then you get to a point where it's like, you're like mentally like, yes, I'm ready to get back into it. And you're avoiding that burnout. So that's an important piece.
That's a great, like, I don't know, like, head of like to put in your mind like, okay, how do I know if I'm feeling like the lack of recovery? That's a great like self check-in, where you could be like, am I hungering for the next push, or am I dreading it all the time. Because I know that
Yes.
there's some workouts where it's more like anxiety induced, where you're like, oh, can I do 20 by 400s on the track today? I don't know if I could do that, where it's like anxiety based versus like fatigue based. But I think
and
if you're doing that self check-in where you're like, hey, I am kind of hungering for some kind of a push, that's probably a good indication that your body got enough recovery to be able to roll into that workout, probably.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And I feel like, we're all going to have days during the week where we wake up and we're like, ugh, like I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to do this. But if you find that you're having those days like
all the time,
repeatedly, all the time, like that's a flag for you to back the fuck up.
Yes.
and just take it. And not to be hard on yourself, because if you do allow yourself to have that rest and recovery, then you're going to start like itching to get back into it. And then you have so much more fun with it. So it's
exactly.
like, that's why we do this. It's because we like to do it and have fun. So why beat the shit out of yourself with no reward? Like, you got to take care of yourself.
Yeah. Then you're just angry after the workout anyways, because you're tired and you probably didn't get what you wanted to get on that workout. And you're just like, this all sucks. But
yes. And then everyone around you is miserable.
I know.
It's like such a bad cycle.
Yep.
Anything else that you think you would add?
I'm trying to look at her list to see nutrition, sleep, tools, supplements. I'm not a big like supplement person. I don't know if you take anything other than BCAAs. Like, I don't know if people call protein powder supplements. I do that, but I don't really do anything
creatine,
else. Creatine,
yeah. But that's really it. I mean, I take a multivitamin, protein, collagen peptides. I'm back on that train. I actually listened to a really good podcast about injury prevention and collagen peptides. Yeah, my boss actually sent it to me, and it was really interesting. Like it actually took MRI imaging of like a patella tendon injury, and there was like literally a hole in the patella, and then they would give this athlete collagen peptides prior to exercise with vitamin C to increase the absorbency, and then load the tendon. They did like additional MRI imaging, and it completely it healed.
Crazy.
Yeah, so I do think that there's something to collagen, especially
is there a brand that you would recommend? Because I think that's the part that scares me with the supplements. Like, I feel like it's just like the Wild West out there. Like, I'm very hesitant because there's all these brands. Some do third-party testing, some don't. And it's like, even the ones that do third-party testing, does that mean that it's still good? Like, I don't know. Like, I just get so paranoid with that. So is there a brand that like you feel like has proven with like collagen peptide?
Yeah. The one that I like, it's Total Body Collagen.
Okay.
And it's third-party tested. And you're so right. It is the Wild West.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no one's looking at the supplement industry, which I still like. I'm like, how does this even happen?
Insane. Like, I know.
Yeah. So with anything that I like a pre-workout, I'm trying to be better about not using one all the time because I like caffeine a lot.
I know.
But with all of it, especially with a pre-workout, because you don't know how much caffeine is going into some of these things. But yeah, make sure it's third-party tested. For one. But yeah, that's kind of really it. Like there's so many things you could spend so much money on, beet juice or beet
I know
whatever, and what else?
That was a fad for a while. Beet juice.
Yeah. I don't know. I love beets, but I don't know. Yeah, protein.
I was glad that you mentioned the Normatec boots because I see those around all the time, and I used them at the PT office. He's like, just try them. You haven't tried them, try them. And I was like, I don't know if it made a difference. Like the next day, like obviously you're a little like your body's like, what is it? What is it called? Like when your body's sore the next day, it's because of
like DOMS?
Delayed onset kind of deal. Yeah. So I felt that, but I was like, was it because of the Normatec? I don't know. I'm just very skeptical of things at first until I try it for like religiously for like a month and a half. Then I'll be like, oh, okay, I have a perspective. But I see those around all the time. Like everybody's like, "Oh, I swear by these work," and I'm like, "Do they?"
Right. Yeah, I have friends that have them, and that when I did the 50 miler, they brought it to the Airbnb.
Crazy.
And
yeah.
I used it after.
Did you feel like it helped?
I think, but I feel like I would need to use it more like religiously to make a solid.
Yeah.
Like in theory, the compression is going to be helpful.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah. Was I like jumping up like yes. Like amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that's kind of the big things.
I think that's all I got.
Yeah, me too. Is there anything else that I think that was pretty much it. All the tips.
Yep. She has a shout out on there, which I don't have, so we'll probably just skip that on this episode.
Yeah, so we're just gonna shout you all out. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
And if you're listening and you haven't submitted a shout out or you want to submit another one, go submit one so we have a shout out for next episode.
Yes.
So
same with the review. We didn't have any new Apple reviews this week, so that they help so much. If you guys can take the time and leave a short review, hopefully it's positive.
5 stars.
And 5 stars.
Better be a 5-star.
Yeah. Or get out.
Get out. We don't need to hear about our audio, okay? We already know.
We're well aware. This is real life, people.
Yes.
Shitty audio and all.
I know. But yeah, we do have a Patreon too. If you want to subscribe to that, we have some ideas of coming out with some new episodes of just probably more in depth on certain topics. Probably a topic like this would be a good one for Trisha to hop on and share more in depth stuff on. Because like the trigger point stuff, that's still such a foreign thing to me. I'm like, which one do I trigger point? Which one do I not? And I hear about the IT ban. Don't ever roll out your IT ban. Isn't that a thing? Or am I crazy?
Yeah. No,
and I'm like, people say, "Oh, just roll it out," and I'm like, "Wait, I'm not supposed to be rolling," So I think there's some things that like we just don't know as like the common man or woman, That
So
helpful.
You guys ask me some questions. Like, ask me
that'd
some
be a good idea.
PT specific questions, and I'm happy to hop on the Patreon and edumacate everybody.
Edumacate.
It's good. It makes me use my brain.
Like you don't use it already every day 20 times a day.
I prefer not to. I'm gonna go off on a quick tangent real quick.
Wait, what?
I decided that I needed more trash in my life. Okay, so I started watching a little Love Island.
Yeah.
And then this week, The Hunting Wives.
I've heard about that. I saw a reel. It was like, don't watch this in public.
No, and definitely don't watch it with children around.
Oh gosh.
But holy crap.
How is it? It's hunters' wives, right?
Yeah, it's softcore porn.
How? Like, I don't understand how that I'm so confused.
Well, I'll tell you what.
It's like a bunch of hillbillies? Like.
No. It's like high class, like very wealthy moms.
And their husbands are hunters? Or is that just a joke?
No, the chicks, they hunt. That's a very, very small portion of this, though.
What?
Yeah. They're like in Texas, but it is wild. Like, so crazy. I literally just got Netflix, like, at the beginning of the week.
Stop.
Yes. And I have binged this, like, pretty much every night. I'm almost done.
That is
I never do that. Yeah, but I would, if you want some like, wow, this is crazy television, like it's crazy.
You're like, I need other people's drama, not my own.
Exactly. Yeah, it makes me feel better about myself. Add that into your recovery.
While you're doing your mobility.
Yeah. You can watch trashy television.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, tune into our Patreon if you're not subscribed to that. We also have our newsletter going out sometime, I think this upcoming week. So if you want our newsletter, that's on our website as well. I think it's just mileswithmoms.com. I could be wrong on that, but anyway.
We'll throw it in the show notes.
Do your kids start school this upcoming week?
Next week, the 18th.
The 18th. Okay, so following.
Yeah, we are ready.
You're close. You're almost there.
So close.
Are you? Is it more stressful when your kids are in school, or is it easier?
No, it's easier. This summer has just been like so many different camps and then different schedule every week with like this or that. I had two of my kids at work with me for 3 days. Like it's been a lot.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm ready.
Are your kids like chill or are they like rambunctious like mine?
They did really, really well.
Wow.
Thankfully, it was just my older two. So 9-year-old and 6-year-old. And when you take one kid out of the equation, it changes the whole dynamic.
It does. Right? It does.
Yeah. And so they thought it was really cool. Like, so I have like a treatment area and an office, and they like hung out in my office, or there's a big field behind the clinic. So they would like go play soccer.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but not ideal. I just, you do what you've got to do, and that's what I had to do.
That is so stressful. But I love that you work at a place that you're able to accommodate like that.
I'm so thankful.
Like, why can't I feel like more places should be like that and make moms be able to work more. I don't know.
Yeah. So. Otherwise, I would have had to call out. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, I'm really fortunate.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So my kids start school tomorrow, and
yay!
I am excited. Oh, I am. I mean, my twins, they have kinder, but they have half day this week, and then they go into full next, which is kind of annoying, but it's okay. Annoying. I guess I'll be a good mom and like let them ease into it.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
But even that will be amazing.
It will be so nice. Yeah. And then my little, she starts pre-K this week too. So I'm going to be a whole new woman, man. I'm like.
Yes, you will. Oh, you're going to be so refreshed.
I know.
Oh, I'm happy for you. You deserve that.
Yeah. So excited.
Good. Well, good luck.
Well, thanks. All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.